Ready? When I sit down, you can go, Cosby. All right. Loading screen. Hi, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Christina.
And we're Slithering Hearts. So today we wanted to do an enclosure video. We've been working on our enclosures for our breeder hognose snakes specifically. So we're going to be putting these guys eventually in 48-inch by 24-inch by 12-inch enclosures that we got from dubiaroaches.com. I actually think it's now just dubia.com, but we have these really nice enclosures that stack fairly well. I have put together the first two, and we'll share some of that video with you here. They're actually really easy to put together. The third one, I did break a couple pieces on, but that's in no way a reflection on dubia roaches. I Hulk smashed some stuff. I mean, I broke a screw off in the middle of one thing, and then I broke a couple of plastic pieces, and they're actually decent quality plastic. I just Hulk smashed them. I went full gorilla on them. And the best part about that, though, is when I called Dubia Roaches and contacted them, I told them that I was willing to pay for the parts that I broke, and they shipped them out to me free of cost. They're not here yet, but once they get here, we'll get the third one built. We have 2 snakes coming in early next week, so as long as we have these 2 up and running, we'll be in good position to go forward. With that, I'm going to turn you guys over to Christina. She has picked up several things to clutterize these enclosures, which is
decorate,
which is actually really good for hognose snakes, right? They prefer to be able to move from hide to hide unseen, or at least feeling unseen. So you want to give them a lot of clutter and plants and whatever you can in their enclosure to allow them to move around and feel safe.
So I've mentioned before, the second you put the word reptile on anything, the prices skyrocket.
Reptile or wedding.
Yeah, that is true. See, so my favorite cheap store, and anyone that is a bargain hunter is going to say that it's one of their favorite cheap stores. The dollar store. I go to Dollar Tree because I know the price. Unfortunately, the price did go up, but it is $1.25 now. But I got a ton of stuff.
$1.25 tree just doesn't have the same ring to it.
It doesn't. It is $1.25 now, but I got a ton of fake plants. So I've got 2 bags full of artificial plants. Now, Clyde's house has real stuff going on.
Yeah, so for Australian water dragon, we went bioactive, and it's fairly easy to do with those guys because of their humidity requirements, the soil they need, everything just made it really easy to go bioactive. You can go bioactive with hognose snakes, but it's a little trickier. And it would actually end up being a lot more maintenance, and the snakes don't really care. So.
Now, these lovely, cheap ramekins, water dishes for the snakes. So, got a bunch of these, and these are nice because we can swap them out toss them in the dishwasher. They get sanitized. It's no more salmonella. In between, when we clean, we have more ramekins. Now, hides. So I bought a bunch of these lovely stackable plastic trays. Now you flip them over and look, a nice little sneaky can go inside. Now these are clear. We don't want clear for the snakes. They need something that's dark and safe for them to hide in. These are a little big, yes, but this is what they had at the dollar store.
And let me explain a little bit. So most snakes, when they have a hide, they actually want to be able to curl up and touch each side of the hide. They want to feel confined. There's no claustrophobia among snakes. This will probably work for fully grown hognoses just fine. The younger ones we have now, yeah, it's a little big, but they'll grow into it, and it's not going to be the end of the world. I know someone's going to blow me up in the comments because everything should be perfect at every stage, but it is what it is. Go on, Christina.
But Dollar Tree has these adhesive wall tabs. So I got a bunch of them in stone. So I'm going to peel and stick and cover these clear stackable bins all the way around. So that way they're no longer clear. And we are back. So.
And I won't be in this video, guys. But yesterday we made this little hide thingy. So, but now we're just gonna decorate them. But I don't want to do decorating, so I'm silly.
Alright, bye Crosby.
I'm gonna eat some of myself.
Okay. So, I finished these up. I got them Gorilla Glued. I added some of our wood chips and some sphagnum moss to the edges to make it a little more, I don't know.
And that was just yesterday. So don't forget that we are Slithering Hearts.
Yes,
Thank
we
you, Crosby.
are.
And that's Jeremy.
Huh?
And that's Christina.
What do you call us?
Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah.
And who are you?
Crosby, Steve, and Evan.
Okay.
If you want to know all of my names, just copy Crosby, Steve, and Evan.
Okay.
All right. So this is our finished hide.
Now, Christina is crafty and she enjoys doing that kind of stuff. If you don't, you could take those same hides and simply bury them in whatever substrate you're using. You know, put them kind of at an angle, cover them up so they're clear, and then it's almost essentially a hole in the ground for that snake, which is similar to what they use anyway.
You could paint them. You could get spray-on adhesive and take like some moss or something like that, or your substrate, and throw it on the spray adhesive. That would work as well. Whatever you want it to do, as long as it's not clear. Or just buy something that's not clear. Something else that we've done to make a smaller hide is we got a 3-pack of colored bowls at Dollar Tree, and Jeremy drilled some holes in it that are big enough so that way Isabella can climb into it.
I will say personally, my favorite hides are cork bark rounds. They're naturalistic. They look good. They're great. And we have several of those, which we'll also be using in some situations. So it's not like every cage is going to be identical. We're going to have some fun with this, and obviously we'll videotape us setting up these two, and then as we get more set up when they come in next week, we'll add that as well. Anything else, Christina?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well,
I can't wait to show you guys what I do with them.
okay. So it's been about a week. We now have five of those enclosures set up with 3 snakes in the enclosures, doing great. Christina's decided not to join me for this kind of follow-up video. She said she had nothing much else to say other than she enjoyed decorating. But I really did want to talk to you guys about those Doobie enclosures. You know, I would say all in, I'd give them probably about an 8 out of 10. They're actually a pretty decent enclosure. I did break 2 more screws, which leads me to believe that maybe the screws breaking weren't so much my fault. They're just using cheap screws, which you could always upgrade at a hardware store for a couple of bucks. I really wouldn't stress about that, especially for the price of the enclosures. They stack really well. They're actually really great. I did break one other one, but that's because when you're moving these things around, the glass doors can come loose, and I was trying to put heat tape on one, and glass door fell out, and I jumped back away from the door, knocked it over, broke a couple pieces. I'm not even going to call Dubia Roaches about that one. It's now spare parts. I totally busted that, and I dropped it off of, probably 4 feet off the ground and shattered a glass window. Other than that, we're going to keep setting these up. We'll be adding more pillars as we go. And I've also gone back and I updated my janky rack. So it's no longer janky. It's now got 6-inch heat tape just in the back, and everything's lined up along there. And we have 3 more snakes coming in next week. So we keep adding more and more, I know. We keep saying we're done, and we're not. But anyway, so stay tuned for that unboxing video, which will probably be out in a week or 2. We're also going to the Sacramento Reptile Show next week, so we want to do a video there. So a lot of exciting stuff coming from Slithering Hearts. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, depending on what platform you're on. Just get our name out there. Anything you can do to help is appreciated. And we'll have snakes in the spring. So we're looking forward to it. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
I am not kissing a snake, Jeremy.